I'm excited to be able to announce that I will be taking my talents to a 50-time conference title winner, 7 national championships, and I'm excited to move on from the Big 12 and go SEC hunting with none other than the University of Oklahoma Sooners. Boomer, baby. Boomer Sooner Nation. Move aside, Lincoln Riley. I'm coming for the SEC, dog. I want to put some respect on OU's name. Folks been talking about how we ain't got no defense, how we ain't gonna hang. Well, we about to find out. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to week 1 of the most viewed online NCAA 2014 Dynasty. This season, all the coaches got the chance to hit the coaching carousel and take on their favorite college football sports program. Week 1 matchup goes against the number 2 team against the number 3 team in the nation, the University of Clemson. So let me jump us straight into the action. After going down 2 touchdowns early in the first quarter, Caleb Williams, the true freshman, comes out and tries to get rolling and moves this OU offense within scoring position, which will get them the first score of the game as he runs it in, his first college football touchdown of his career. That'll put the lead now to a 1-possession game, but Clemson will not go away. These wide receivers are absolutely terrorizing the secondary of the Oklahoma defense, and that'll be a long touchdown by Bo Collins. Responding on the next offensive possession, Caleb Williams on the corner route finds a dot to none other than Mike Woods II. That'll now push the lead back into a 1-possession ball game. Ensuing drive, Clemson will not go down easy. Look at how many broken tackles this running back has. Pace goes and terrorizes the entire defense. Kobe Pace with a 21-yard rush. Here we go again on the next possession. Right after that, 1 broken tackle, 2 broken tackles, is running up the sideline and will not be stopped until he's knocked out of bounds. Oklahoma's defense eventually would make a stand, and that now gave them the 4th down conversion that they needed, which will then limit that drive to a 3-point play. Coming back down and responding now in the closing minutes of the second quarter, the offense of Oklahoma will score with Kennedy Brooks getting into the end zone, making it a 1-possession game again. But Clemson would not go away quietly. Again, the receivers absolutely terrorizing the secondary of the Oklahoma defense. Gets a massive gain off of an easy slant route, breaks a couple of tackles, and will go inside of the 10, which will set up an easy read option by the quarterback who will run it in. That'll make this now a 10-point ball game in favor of Clemson. OU, with their heels on their own end zone, has to rely on the true freshman quarterback to make something out of nothing. Will scramble to get the first down, but this would not come without a consequence. Him trying to make something up out of nothing ends up leading to a huge turnover. Pick 6, which will go in favor of Clemson, which will now make this into a 17-point ball game halfway into the third quarter. All momentum belongs to Clemson, but the offense of the Sooners would not go away quietly. Caleb Williams with the dot to Kendall Dennis within striking distance, and Oklahoma University will score to none other than Kendall Dennis. Caleb Williams is stepping up in this game. Next ensuing drive, watch these receivers that cannot be stopped. They absolutely mowed through every single person on the secondary. Clemson, continuing on the drive, makes a huge mistake. The defense of the Sooners will step up and make a massive turnover late into this ball game, which will now change the momentum of the game in favor of OU. Look at the coach. He started the game with his OU bucket hat, but when he threw it off in anger, it looks like the momentum started to change. Let's see if we keep that trend going. Next drive, Caleb Williams on a dot to none other than Theo Weiss, who will run over his cornerback matchup and get the 17-yard touchdown, making this now again a 3-point ball game. We're here in the fourth quarter. Caleb Williams trying to make something happen and ends up doing another freshman mistake. He throws it into coverage because there was nobody open, and it ends up going again for another pick 6. The 3rd turnover for the night, but OU will still keep on knocking at that door. Next ensuing offensive possession, Caleb Williams finds again Mike Woods on a dot, which will now push the game back into a 3-possession ball game. 4 minutes left in this game. Throws it to his check down, who is knocked out of bounds, which will make it a 4th down and 4. Clemson will settle for a punt. OU will get the ball back with all the time and all the momentum. This is a huge 3rd down and 1 conversion that Kennedy Brooks now converts as they continue climbing up this field position. They need to score. Caleb Williams finds again his favorite target, Theo Weiss, who will get knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Striking distance, 9 seconds left to go. Monster formation. Caleb Williams almost makes the mistake of throwing the interception, but Austin Stogner will make the touchdown, giving OU the game-sealing touchdown. touchdown. Clemson has no other choice but to heave up a Hail Mary prayer, which is then disrupted by the OU secondary, who will knock that down and wind the clock out, which will give OU their first victory under the tenure of Coach Clay, who will now move them 1-0, where they will now line up in week number 2 against the number 1 team in the nation, the University of Alabama, an in-conference opponent.